for the last month and a half while I was in there. And, I don't even remember the day I went in. That's how messed up, it was. And that whole time in there, when I found out, now looking, from hindsight, at the ICU, my mom's, shout out to Chance, too, because they didn't even want to let her in to come see me while I was in there. But, luckily I was in the crib and at Northwestern. He made some calls and made it able for her to come in and just see me because they wouldn't let her in, But she showed me some pics. I had the tube down my throat for about a week and a half, so I was really like in a dream. And I ain't gonna lie, I woke up about 2 times, and all I remember is just seeing a white light, those 2 times that I was in there.
Wow.
And, I didn't, what I ended up having, and I don't mind sharing it, because now, I'm here, but it was called a multiple inflammatory syndrome, MIS, which is a rare case of, cause and effects of COVID, and my whole insides, all my organs became inflamed. It was going down. Everything was just, my heart went out, stopped beating, they started beating irregularly, and my kidneys went out. My liver started to pill and go bad. It was just like, now I know all that now, mind you, I didn't know what was going on at the time I was out. But once I was removed from ICU after that week and a half, I just was going through recovery where I had to learn how to walk again, eat, all that. So,
wow.
it was 1 month out of this year that mind you, I'd never been to a hospital my entire life either. You know what I'm saying? So not for a broken bone, not for nothing. So just to be in there,
Emma says, I feel bad for Jeremiah. Bibi says, COVID sounds.
Taking it seriously as far as me singing as to rapping and producing, which is what I was doing at first. I used to do like a lot of chopping samples, and I was heavily influenced by like Donnell and Stevie, and even when Kanye dropped it, came out, and I really started taking notes as far as even with his production. But when I started singing is when I started working with one of my partners, Mick, who produced records that you might have heard from me, like originally Birthday Sex and even Down on Me. But I started working with him and I began to start like singing and believing that I could sing as to just rapping and producing. My whole family sings. My mother was a singer, she was in the group. I had a cousin that was in the group, Day 26. My whole family is actually musically inclined, but I was always more the instrumentalist as to the singer. But I I grew up in a church and actually played the drums. And I sang, but I played the drums for the choir. And if I was in the choir, I never had like no leading role. I never had a solo part. So I was just part of the tenor section. Well, now I feel more confident than ever, but at first, I really wasn't, I didn't know I would be known internationally as a singer, but when I started, when people started like hearing my records that I was creating at the time, because I was in school at the same time, went to Columbia College, which is an art school, downtown Chicago, and I started going in on records, and my whole style then is so different than how I create now. I really was, actually in my school I had like a
Thank you for contributing and helping our people, man.
I'm telling y'all, no, for real. Hey, thank you.
We greatly appreciate it, dog. We gotta keep them in business, man. Yeah, straight up. Straight up. Both of you guys have albums. I think we heard you guys on the Zaytoven joint as well, right? Now we got a joint album, right? It's on its way, no release date, but we've joined forces to create some music, right? Talk to me about the process.
There
and
is
how that
actually
went down.
release dates. The company gave us release dates, but I felt like this month was kind of like crazy with hella albums, so I wanted to let them breathe.
Smart.
And then next month, at some time, I shouldn't even have said that, but yeah, it's coming. It's coming very soon.
That's
it's
on
coming
video
very
now,
soon.
Ty, okay?
Next
Just so
month,
you know. Yeah. But how did this all come about, my guys?
Just a matter of just recording a lot of records.
Working.
Yeah, just working, and we came across, like you said, records with Zaytoven, and I didn't even know that he was on the Ye joint, but he ended up getting on there. It's just kind of like a prep to what you should expect.
Yeah, I didn't know you was gonna be on it. I just
I
happened to get over there, and my brother pressed play on me. I'm like, "Is that Jay?" He's like, "Yeah." Oh, this is perfect because we got an album coming too.
Perfect timing, right? Sure. I like that. We should take a shot before we get into the new single. What's the toast, fellas?
To the Mai Tai.
To the Mai Tai.
Mai Tai, straight up. Let's get it, man. Here we go.
June 30th. National Mai Tai Day. There's going to be a major celebration. You guys are all invited.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
You doing this?
Nah, we on a Matambo mode. This is Matambo. It was a Matambo night for me tonight. No. Just no bullshit. No more bacteria. We take it out.
How would you say your style has evolved over the past since you started and got in the game and to now? How would you say it has evolved?
I mean, it evolved as, to me, music evolved. We're just here. I just feel like I feel comfortable as long as I feel good and it's confident about what I'm feeling and what I'm wearing. It really don't matter what nobody got to say.
Lastly, don't tell them.
Don't tell him.
Yo,
You ain't in. Gotta tell him.
when you were what were your thoughts when you were in the studio and you were recording, putting that song, laying it out? What were you thinking?
Come on, we gotta tell the truth with ourselves. I feel like nobody wanna tell the truth. I feel like this has been the year of the side nigga, or the side homie, or the side boyfriend.
Okay, so this article states, Jeremih, now based in Chicago and Los Angeles, signed with Def Jam in 2009 after an audition for then-label head Antonio LiQWYD, and quickly took off with Birthday Sex from his self-titled album debut. His second set, 2010's All About You, produced Down On Me featuring 50 Cent, which hit number 4 on the Hot 100. But today, Jeremih criticizes his early smashes, which feature auto-tune and straight-ahead commercial R&B productions. It never felt right, he says. Down On Me can't showcase my true talent. Birthday Sex was robotic. When I perform it, I can't give you this church feeling I know I can give. So another article that I was reading was stating that he had signed to Def Jam. He had met LiQWYD and he had signed that same day. A lot of without someone or family being around or their own lawyer being around, so they sign these contracts not knowing what they're actually signing themselves up for, and he signed it the same day, so he really didn't have any time to even go over a contract before signing his name on that dotted line. So this article states that amid his fight, the singer developed multiple inflammatory syndrome, which was prompted by the virus and caused all of his organs to become inflamed. He stated, my heart started beating irregularly and my kidneys went out. My liver started to clear and go bad. Mind you, I didn't know what was going on at the time. I was out, he continued. After being discharged from the ICU after a week and a half later, the singer focused on relearning basic skills like walking and eating. Mind you, I have never been to a hospital in my entire life, not for a broken bone, not for nothing. Okay, so this article just states that during his interview, he was just stating that he had to learn how to walk and eat again after contracting the respiratory virus. It was also stating that he doesn't recall much from the experience while he was admitted to the Chicago's Northwestern Memorial Hospital. His mother came to visit him, but they wouldn't let her in due to restrictions. So Chance the Rapper was able to pull some strings to get her in to visit him. So Chance the Rapper, I don't know, he just kept raising a red flag to me, because we all know that he is a big part of the elite as well as Ty Dolla $ign, and those are two main people that Jeremih has been around recently, like all the time. So another article that I had uploaded was of them posting that he had sent a body double to the Party Next Door summer tour, because I guess they had some things going on within the tour and he didn't want to perform. But I really think that he's been speaking out so much against Def Jam and how he can't be himself, which K. Michelle was doing the same thing. I'm not sure, I gotta see which record label she was with, but they think that they can come in the game and do what they want to do as far as their music, but the record label have a different agenda for them that they want them to push, so they can't really be original like they want to be. So then they start rebelling against the label and they start speaking out against the label. And I don't think the label, takes that too kind, especially with Def Jam. So I feel like they replaced him with a clone. That's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. So another thing that I have been into is the gematria. This is just letters that turns into numbers. So I entered in 33. As you can see, that equals all sixes. I entered in masonry. That equals all sixes and threes. I entered in Chance the Rapper. You can all see that all of these numbers are adding up. Like, all of these people is a part of the elite. I entered in Def Jam. I entered in, again, the number 33 just to show you guys. And this was Jeremih album that was with the sixes and threes as well. So here are some pictures that I just posted of him where he just looks different. That's the platinum blonde hair. That's a part of MK Ultra and Mind Control. And to me, he just looks like a mixture of P. Diddy, Bobby Valentino. Who else was I thinking about? And Montel. Yeah, but I really feel like that time that he was spending in the hospital due to corona, I feel like he was being reprogrammed, because if you look at the new Jeremih, he looks totally different. And then another thing that they do, they like to have these artists come out with the dreads, and then they come out with the blonde hair, or they why are they coming out of the hospital with their hair dyed blonde? Like, that doesn't raise a red flag. So a lot of these celebrities really do be under heavy MK Ultra, and I just feel like he was speaking out against Def Jam because he couldn't be original as he thought he was going to be. And you got to see that he was really born into the industry. His family is in the industry. His mother, grandmother, he has a cousin, Willie, that was in Day 26. That's his cousin. So he has a lot of ties in the industry. So I really feel like they took him out, or they replaced him, whatever they did. But yeah, so you guys let me know what you think about this video and what you think about Jeremih as well. Like, you cannot tell me that man does not look different. Even the hospital videos of him walking, like, I understand, we all go through stuff, we all have illnesses where we, might change our appearance, but that's a clown. So like, subscribe, and comment below.